Welcome back to Changing the Face of Our Wellness podcast. In my most recent episode, I started you off with a question, right? Where we talked about and we explored the culture of education. Today, I want to build on another question. What if your body thinks every school day is an emergency? And I have my notes here, okay? What if your body thinks that every school day is actually an emergency? So I want you to think about this. If your phone rang every 30 seconds, if you got an email that you had to answer every 10 seconds, if someone interrupts you every 5 minutes, if your plans throughout your day changed constantly from minute to minute, you were making decisions all day, how would your body respond? Now let me ask you this. How different is that from any other normal day once you show up to work? So I don't think most of us as educators wake up thinking, well, today is an emergency. I want today to be an emergency. But I do believe that your body can begin responding to every single work day because, again, that culture of education requires that constant readiness. So you wake up in the morning, your alarm rings, you have to go through traffic, you have hall duty, you have student crisis, you have parent emails, teachers needing help, you have IEPs to write, you have behavior issues, leadership issues, fire drills, then you leave work, but your body barely got the message, you're safe now. It's time to come down. It's time to relax. So here's something that I learned when I worked in cardiac rehabilitation. Your body will respond to stress. Whether you listen to it or not, it will respond when it needs to, when it is ready, okay? That can either be a good thing, right? You can have a stress response because you need to fight or flight, but you can also have a stress response because the culture is requiring you to always be ready in order to go, even if there is no emergency. So the real problem is not stress itself. The issue is when your body never turns off. So when it comes to education, education doesn't usually give one big issue that you have to respond to. It's typically a lot of little issues throughout the day, constantly, over and over again, just one after another, hour after an hour, day after day. Your body adapts to what it repeatedly experiences. Have you ever realized that you could not relax after work? Right? Your mind is thinking about the IEP that has to be written, the lesson for tomorrow, the hiring that is behind the teacher role that hasn't been filled yet, the policy, the new policy that needs to be put into place for the district. There is always something that is happening where sometimes your body feels like it can't relax, even though it is safe. So for me, my blood pressure became a wake-up call. I was standing in the middle of my classroom, my heart starts beating crazy out of my chest, and I make my way down to the nurse office, and she takes my blood pressure and tells me that it's through the roof. And so that was my wake-up call, looking back and realizing, man, the culture of education has got me to a place where I have completely left behind everything that I learned as a exercise physiologist, as a fitness instructor, everything before in my first career. I left all of that behind. So the question was, did I have a high blood pressure issue? Or was my body just responding to the constant demands that was happening every single day that accumulated that I wasn't responding to? Because your body often whispers before it decides to scream, before it has to scream. Think about your body. If it always has to respond, it never gets a chance to recover. So when do you give your body a chance to recover? So a few things I want you to think about. I want to take you through this HEAL framework, and I want you to consider, as I am walking you through it, if these are things that you have dealt with or that you're not dealing with. Here, what signals has your body been sending you? What have you not been listening to? Your body often whispers before it has to scream and shout. What aches? Have you lost a lot of your energy? Have you had more aches and pains? Have you gone to the doctor and they said, hey, your blood pressure is up, right? So have you been hearing the signals that your body has been sending you? And then I want you to examine, do your numbers reflect what your body has been carrying? So one of your numbers could be your blood pressure. Does your blood pressure reflect what you've been carrying? So is it high because your stress has been high? You've been carrying so many demands without recovering. Adapt. How do you create moments where your body can actually recognize that the workday has ended? Have you created moments that tells your body it is safe? that it can calm down, that it can woosah. And then lead. Healthy leadership begins with a body that knows how to recover. You cannot lead anybody unless you have a healthy foundation. So sometimes as educators, I hear educators saying their body is failing. It isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Blood pressure is high, cholesterol is high, pre-diabetic, stress is extremely high, right? There's this chronic stress. So maybe your body actually isn't failing you. Maybe it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's trying to stay in balance. It's trying to have homeostasis, but unfortunately it is doing it in a way where the blood pressure increases, the body aches show up because it is beyond its capacity. So what has your body been adapting to? So this week, I want you to simply pay attention to your body. Be self-aware. What is the whispers that your body has been offering to you as knowledge that it needs something? It needs recovery, it needs rest, it needs you to hear, it needs you to examine, it needs you to adapt, it needs you to lead from a different place. So I want you to simply pay attention to those moments. One moment after work, maybe a moment during work, maybe even a moment before work. Pay attention to what your body is saying. Notice how long it takes for your body to actually realize that the day is over, that it is safe, that it can come down, that it can just relax. Is it 5 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it right before bed? Is it once you're asleep? Because honestly, sometimes when you're asleep, your body still does not recover, it does not rest. Your mind is still thinking, right? Subconsciously thinking, and you actually wake up more tired. Maybe this doesn't happen at all. Maybe you're like, I'm cool on this. I want you to just notice and be aware, because awareness is actually where your change and your transformation is going to begin. Not another fitness plan, not a nutrition plan, but your awareness. So I want you to go ahead and subscribe to this podcast if you have not already. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you are on any other podcast platforms, I want you to go ahead and subscribe there as well, and then share this with someone in your network, another educator in your network who could also use this information, because we are friends. We share this information. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and do that, and I will see you in the next episode.